What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. It is once again time for New Music Friday. I'm going to be talking about some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of January 24th. And as always, if I miss something that you're looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is, so me and everybody else can discover some new music. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm, which is a very, very hard thing to please these days. And also, if you don't want to miss out on any of my future reviews or New Music Fridays, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. But anyways, moving on now, let's talk about some new music. We get a new album from Swept to the Sea titled Lost Shores. This is this band's debut album. They are a metalcore band. I really enjoy this band's music because they do that like really early 2000s metalcore sound very well, much like old school Parkway Drive, or dare I say As I Lay Dying, if it isn't a curse to say that nowadays. And I can't wait to hear this LP because they just sound a little bit more polished going into it. Like, not only do they sound like early 2000s metalcore, they have that kind of roughness to them as well. But the singles for this LP sound a little bit smoother, a little bit more modern. So I'm just excited to hear what it's going to sound like underneath that light. We also have a new album from Vacant Home titled Can You Show Me Who I Am? I heard their debut album when it came out in like 2016 or 17 or something like that, and it was absolutely beautiful. This is one of the best metalcore, or I guess melodic hardcore records that I heard at that time. And if they're anything like they were back then, I have a feeling this is going to be a fantastic album if they've grown within that sound, if they haven't completely changed and sold out or whatever, all the bad things a band can do. If they still have that same kind of sound, this is going to be an absolutely just banging album. We also get a new album from Harakiri for the Sky titled Scorched Earth. I haven't really listened to this band all that much, admittedly. I guess they're like post black metal, I guess, if you want to call them that. I think I heard they're out. I think it's called Arson. It came out in like 2017 or something like that. I heard it when it came out, so it's been a very long time. What I heard, it was really good. I'm excited to hear this album though, just so I can experience a little bit more of their music. And if I do decide to do a review on them, I enjoy going down the rabbit hole. So this one will probably be a lot of fun as well. We get a new single from Invent, Animate, and Silent Planet. Is titled Return to One. I can't wait to hear this. Honestly, I hope it's good. I have been whining for quite a long time about how Silent Planet has changed their sound drastically. Admittedly, it's in a good way. It helps them reach a bigger audience. I wouldn't necessarily call them like a sellout band, but they've kind of taken a step back from Garrett Russell doing his kind of slam poetry thing that I just absolutely loved. And a lot of other people enjoy their music now more than the slam poetry thing because they had a problem with that. But I don't know. It just isn't really, it's just not really my thing anymore. I just don't really get that much enjoyment out of it. But hearing them do something with Invent Animate, it's like a match made in heaven. So I have a feeling this is going to be an absolute banger as well. We get a new single from Killswitch Engaged titled I Believe. And I feel like where As I Lay Dying has failed us, I think Killswitch will fill that void. They're not like as heavy or as aggressive, this day and age, but you just can't help but love them. Even if their music just isn't really, it isn't really firing on all cylinders. They're showing their age in terms of heavy riffs and creativity and things like that. I'm not even that big into Jesse's vocals. I way, way, way prefer Howard over anything Jesse has done because I grew up with Howard. That was like, I didn't even realize that Jesse was another vocalist. I just heard Howard and I fell in love. And then when Jesse came back, I was like, what the heck is this crap? So, but anyways, like, I don't know. Even hearing Jesse's vocals on the past couple singles, I mean, I just love it. Like, even if it sucks, it still is great for nostalgia. And I'm just so glad that this band is still around doing what they do. And they haven't had any, bad controversial stuff pop up. Like, it's just, yeah, thank God. We also have a new single from Bleed From Within titled All Hope in Hell, or A Hope in Hell. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, but I haven't really been liking the direction that this band has been going in. I feel like their sound now is becoming super generic. I absolutely loved Fracture. I think it came out in 2020, and it's just that album is just just pedal to the floor the entire time. It's so in your face, and then they completely changed that, and they started to become more generic, and people just love it. They're getting so much praise, and I mean, I just don't get it. It just isn't my thing, I guess. It's kind of like, I don't know, like they've been thrusting in the spotlight a little bit more with that style of metalcore, which to me sounds more radio play than anything else. And they're gaining more fans, so they're just leaning into it a little bit more than, I don't know, just taking away from their old sound, which I just loved so much. We also have a new single from Barry Tomorrow titled Let Go. This band is kind of doing the opposite. They're becoming more aggressive. It seems like their last album was great, and I think that this is going to be solid as well, mainly because I feel like their new vocalist is kind of settling in. I feel like the last album was just kind of him, testing the waters to see like what he could do with the band. And now that he's done that, he's going to come in full force. We also get a new single from Rise Against titled Nod. This one hurts a lot because Rise Against was one of my favorite bands in my younger days, and their last album was just so boring, and I don't know if this is going to be an improvement on that. I highly doubt it, just because it's radio alternative rock, and it's just what it's going to be from now on. But yeah, I still enjoy throwing on pretty much any of their first like 3 to 4 albums. They're still so freaking good. We also have a new single from Dream Theater titled Midnight Messiah. This is another one of my favorite bands from my younger days. I still absolutely love this band. Their last album wasn't that great. A lot of people did not like it, which could be said for their album before that and the album before that as well. I just hope that this song has a really solid riff to it, and it's got some cool proggy stuff thrown in there. I don't know. Just keep the dream alive. Keep the Dream Theater alive. This, again, it's one of my favorite bands. I could listen to any of their first 10 albums. I don't even know how many they have now, but I feel like 10 is close to about half, and just enjoy it. And I just really hope that they could still stay on top. They won a Grammy like 2 years ago or something like that, 3 years ago, which is absolutely wild to me. But yeah, I don't really expect this to be reinventing the wheel or really doing anything, super creative with the sound they already have. And that is it for New Music Friday. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said before, if there's anything that I missed that you guys are looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And thank you guys so much for continually coming back to New Music Fridays and supporting this segment. I know that there's a lot of new people stopping by, and a lot of people are like, how come this isn't as well articulated as my actual reviews? And that's just because for these, I try to be a little bit more candid. So that's why it's more or less just me sitting here chilling and talking to you about music. And when I do an actual review, I try to be a little bit more articulated. That way I get my point and opinion across as best as I can without offending anybody. So yeah, that's why these videos are just a little bit different, because I've had a few people wondering why. And so yeah, there you go. And like I said, if you enjoy it, don't forget to give it a like. It helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm. And if you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on anything else. And thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me sit here and ramble on and on about music. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this. And I'll talk to you guys next time.